You know, I'm sure you've experienced this if you've played Football Manager. You go through preseason, everything's rocking and rolling, you've got your tactics sorted out, and then you hit the first game and you lose like 4-0, and you're like panic stations. I feel that way right now about the Christmas tree formation. We've loaded up on midfielders, and it just doesn't seem to be working. And I don't know if that's because we're now a better team, and teams are more defensive against us, which makes it harder to make those intricate passes, versus like maybe stretching them out with the 4-2-3-1. But we drew with Vitesse 1-1, and the last minute they scored the equalizer. It was really disappointing. And now we take on Ajax in the Dutch Cup, a third round, and then PSV. We're going to try the Christmas. I mean, not the Christmas. No, we're going to try the 4-2-3-1. Yes. Hello, green screen. What are you doing down there? Or blue screen. What? Remember how I said Dominic Bender was going to be our domestic cup goalkeeper? He's also going to be our domestic league goalkeeper for the next several weeks, because once again, my friends, I have forgotten about the Africa Cup of Nations, I think is what it is. Yes, the African Nations group. I think that's the Africa Cup of African Cup. It's not the Nations League. Anyway, the thing that happens in January in Africa, we've got Kylian Nkemia. He's their starting goalkeeper for Burkina Faso. We got Jean-Philippe playing for the Ivory Coast, and we got Armel Nagorin playing for the Ivory Coast as well. So they're gone at least until February 9th. I mean, I guess maybe if they don't make it to the next round or something like that, but yeah, it's great. So what that's done to our squad here is now we've got Dominic Bender starting in goal. I mean, again, we were going to play him in the domestic cup anyway, but now we have Cedric Van Heusden, who's our B team goalkeeper. Like, he's, one of those youth prospects that just needs a little bit of marinating. So he's going to marinate on the senior team bench now, which is what you want. So we're going to bring, Cassoni's had time to kind of like bed in now. He's got 6 starts, 3 subs, 3 goals, 2 assists, on a 7-1-6. So I think it's time to I do think it's one of those things where I know, right? If you're a really good team, right? You're a Liverpool, you're a Man City, you're a PSG, those types of teams, right? Like, you're at the top of your league, you're going to end up playing against teams that are more compact and harder to break down. And we've seen that, right? We've seen some teams play a 4-2-3-1 with 2 DMs, 2 midfield wingers, and 1 central midfielder. Just drop everything further back, and then 1 striker up at the top going, "Hi, punt the ball up to me." So it just hasn't really worked. It hasn't looked as good watching it, right? Like, our passes aren't as good. So we're going to try slipping it back to the 4-2-3-1, maybe playing with those wingers and stretching it out will help us out. Now, obviously, we're taking on Ajax today. Now, it depends if they're going to play the 4-4-2 diamond or the 4-2-3-1. I'm kind of hoping they play the 4-2-3-1, because the 4-4-2 diamond, I think is going to be hard, because we're going to have 2 strikers and an attacking mid and 2 midfielders. Like, we might have to change this up in the middle of the game and play somebody like Diaz as a DM or something like that. But it's also, like, the board wants us to reach the semifinal, but it's like, we're playing Ajax, guys. Like, maybe you can give us a little bit of grace with that. But anyway, Alois, Gila, Selena, Augustinson, who I actually think are our strongest back line, although Selena crossing is going up, my friends. Get in. We're going to take him off the ball-playing defender because he's not quite there yet, so we're working on it. Diaz and Hans. Barak is the shadow striker. His finishing is a 10, but I like the shadow striker mixing with the false 9. I don't think it does us any good to have the false 9 with an advanced playmaker who's just going to stand there and go, "Hey, I'm trying to make a play," versus like, I'm running past you. Panya on the wing, Cassoni on the opposite wing. Yeah, we're going to play positive. It'll be fine. Oh, 4-4-2. I don't think that... Let's go find out. I told him to go get revenge. Okay, they are playing the 4-2-3-1. This guy is their leading assist maker. Hansen is their leading goal scorer with 14. They have Steven Bergwijn playing on the left wing, so he's got many goals as well. So let's pause here at the very beginning, because I wanted to see... I always think it's interesting when you click on the tactics screen. Maybe it's just showing what they played the last game. Okay. They also have. Sorry, I can't remember. Yes, their right back also has 7 assists. So we're gonna close him down and mark him tightly. We're gonna mark their leading goal scorer and close him down, and probably go hard on the tackling on him. And then Bergwijn here has got 11 goals. He's right behind him, so we're gonna do the same thing. Whoop, not never with Bergwijn. And Diogo here has 6 assists, so he's the other option. So we're gonna do the same thing. So I know that's kind of leaving Fran Perez, who is probably no slouch, although you know he's a 22-year-old with 1 start. You can give Fran the ball all you want. I'll say that, and he'll score 9. Okay, so they've rotated. This guy's got 4 substitution appearances. This guy's played for young Ajax, so they've pulled him up for the game. So this is where it starts hurting, because like it's going to be, oh yeah, these are the guys that we kind of rotated a little bit against you, and we still potentially smash you in the face. But I think that makes sense, right? Like try and take away the 2 guys that give the most assists, the number 10 and the right back, and then make sure they don't get the ball to the guys with the leading number of goals. 14 for Hansen and 11 for Steven Bergwijn. Now, there's other good players, but do we tell somebody to man mark? I think we'll tell, actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to tell, okay, Bergwijn's going to be over here. Okay, so I'm going to tell Al Louise, whoever is playing in this role, I guess, mark specific player, Mark Bergwijn, and then Selena, let's see, Selena, it's got 14 pace and acceleration, overall pretty darn good. Gila, I think, is more experienced, though, but not nearly as fast. He's strong, 16. I think I want... Oh, this seems so risky. Do I ask the young lad? I think I'm going to ask him to mark Hansen. Now, that may pull him out of position, but he's got... Right? So that way, Al Louise is pulling this way. Gila can kind of stay home, and Selena next to him can mark the guy running all over, and then Augustinson can support. And I'm going to tell Diaz, or whoever's playing this role, to mark Nascimento. I know that's a lot, but we did this the last time, and it kind of worked with, like, again, trying to take some of their players out of it. I feel like I'm going to say all of this, and then it's going to blow up in my face, because that's how it happens. But I think that, like, logically in my head, I'm like, this makes sense. So let's do it. Now, they've had 3 shots, but not very high XG. Same thing with us, with just the 1. We've got the ball in the attacking third, and it's immediately headed away. Hans, okay. Augustinson plays it to Cassoni. Oh, I thought he had runners. He took too much time. He thought about it. It's either take the shot or cross it across the face of the box. He did neither. Okay, Selena, man marking there, intercepts that. 6'5", hard to punt the ball up there. Maybe this is a good idea. Cassoni playing the 1-2 with Barak, gets it back, rifles it off the post or the bar or with some part of the woodwork. Dear. No, it's blocked. We don't have a woodwork on the, over there, the match stats. Oh, that was Cassoni, I think. I mean, I think if he plays it across the face of goal, it probably still is intercepted by the goalkeeper or somebody on their team. But, you know, obviously sitting there thinking about it didn't do us any favors. All right, here's the guy that's only had 1 substitute appearance. Great. Alvarez, Steven Bergwijn, we're on top of him. Get him. He's running. Run after him. Go. Tagliafico. Oh, plays him into space. Bender, Dominic Bender, the legend, the penalty stopping legend as he is. That's what we call him, the penalty stopping legend. It's actually on his locker. Nascimento is the assist maker. Cassoni says, "I'm a winger." Get him, son. Panya's already picked up a yellow. Let's hope he doesn't get sent off. Ratzi plays it forward. Oh, we were there, but we caused confusion. Barak, that was excellent work. Closing down the oh dear. It's a penalty. Who's going to take it? Barak's got 10 finishing. I feel like every time but he's got 16 composure and 13 penalty taking. I'm going to roll with it. This is a bad idea. I feel like Carranza would miss too, but we're going to try it with Barak. He made the plays. I think he's earned it, right? So he picks up the ball. He walks to the spot confidently, and he slots it home. I think that was caused because we were closing down the 10. They were trying to get the ball to the 10. Nascimento, whatever his name is, and we didn't intercept it, but we got in the way, and he had to pass it quickly, and Barak was there to pick up the pieces. Am I making... Hello, sound. Am I making too much of that, or am I going like, whoa, I think that actually worked? Comments? What do you think? Now, all we need is Panya to not get sent off. We are on the hunt for, a junior-ish right winger, but that also isn't a 2-star. I'll update you on some of the transfer action. Carranza tries to rifle it home. He really, wound that leg up there. Cassoni again. Cassoni keeping the, or not Cassoni, Selena keeping the ball away from Hansen up top. Get in. We loaned Venda Arend, essentially. So I'm looking for something slightly better than that. But I just, I'm happy, boys. Keep it up. You gotta be positive. You can't be all like, complacency. Like, it's Ajax away from home in the Dutch Cup, boys. So like, it's gonna be it's a tough ask, even with a 1-0 lead. I feel like, are we headed towards another one of those episodes where we end up with penalties? Oh, you could have had a chance there to get your foot in. Fran Perez lays it off. Zifulk. Oh, not a penalty. No, don't do it. Oh, Bergwijn in the mixer in front of the keeper. It's okay. Now that's disappointing because there was like 4 of our players kind of hanging out and he just kind of ran right along the 6-yard box is what it looked like. Is that him? Yeah, let's see what he does here. Makes a little run. Okay, we're there. And then we just leave him. I mean, you just Al Louise, mate. Al Louise, mate. You had one job, son. You had one job. But again, if everybody does their job, maybe that doesn't happen. But like again, I think this system is a good idea. Alois, there's your mark. There's the guy. Now he's confused. They're overloading the side. It's blocked. Bender hops on it. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. We're even on shots and on target, and we've got a slightly better expected goals, and we've created a clear-cut chance, which was a penalty, and they've got a half chance. So it's been like a good game, right? Like, okay, Alois is now knackered. Okay, but that's why we have Nielsen on the bench. I'll make sure he's got the same thing. No, he doesn't have the same thing, so we're going to say Mark Bergwijn. Yes, that makes sense. Get Alois off. He's tired from chasing around. That's what it was. He was tired of chasing Bergwijn around, and that's why he got past. He was just exhausted. He's Diaz for Maleka for Diaz. Oh, I don't know if I like that idea, but I do. Ooh, and Hans is on a 6.4. I do like bringing Shaq in. And again, same thing. Nascimento. Let's mark him out of the game, please. Yeah? That's a good idea. I don't think there's any other necessary. Selena is exhausted, but we'll have to see. I really don't want to go to extra time. Like, we kind of needed that winter break to, like, rest our legs a little bit. But look at what has happened. Look at the red. Oh, everyone is going to die. Hans is on a yellow. You know what? Hans is on a yellow and exhausted. I do think it makes sense to take him off. And what we're going to do is bring on Rautier and switch him because Rautier is better as a shadow striker anyway. And Barak is a better advanced playmaker. I don't know. I'd almost rather lose than to go an extra 30 minutes. That sounds bad. I wouldn't have said that 1-0 up, obviously. Oh, dear. Shaq comes right in and takes a man out and says, I heard you, boss. I don't think we're going to win this one. I'll take him down. Look at the exhaustion. This is after a winter break. All we did was play 2 friendlies, and I pretty much rotated really heavily. So... And I can't shout because I just encourage him. I mean, I feel like we put on... We're not getting run out of the stadium. Now, we might concede after going attacking, right? It's like, I'm just going to encourage again. See what that does. They like that. They like that. Oh, dear. Now I'm going to encourage them to equalize. Shaq is already on it. Yeah, comes right in, picks up a yellow. That's the veteran player we like to see. Yeah, take off Diaz, who's not playing well and on a yellow, and you immediately concede a penalty in order to yellow yourself. What are you, David Luiz? Carranza! Oh, blocked. Pings it in. Shaq was there, but it's headed away, and that's offside. Didn't it? Or they got to it. Boy, he was offside, though. Clearly. Oh, they've gone 4-4-2. Oh, now we got our right back chasing the other side. That's the problem. I don't think it's bad. I'm just gonna take the specific marking off. Except for Shaq, he can keep marking the 10. You know, like how I look at that, you win some, you lose some. I think the plan was solid, and you're playing a really good team. I'm not really disheartened, right? Like, we had a bunch of games in the first half of the season, and I think it's kind of caught up with us. And so the board's not going to be happy. Let's go see what the, failed. Oh, but it's like, maybe this frees us up a little bit to go focus on some other competitions, right? Meaning the league, right? Because we're not in any other competition. But, like, that's my point, right? Like, with all of this, I do feel like it's caught up with us, even with the winter break. So we go lick our wounds for a little bit. We play PSV away from home. Do we stick with the 4-2-3-1, or do we just panic stations and change it? I think we might change it. All right, just an update. We've not brought anybody in, even with the goalkeeper situation. I did go, like, take a look to see if there's any, like, Leopolds out there that would come on loan for free, or some really good youngsters from, like, Roma. There's not anybody that's, like, really worth bringing in, and so we're going to kind of roll the dice a little bit. Specifically around the goalkeeper position. We did loan Vanda Arend to New York, which is interesting because that's where our goalkeeper was last season, and he didn't want to go there. Nazi didn't want to go there. He wanted to go to Nancy. We did sell, I can't remember if I showed you this. We sold Leopold for 1.3, rising to 1.5 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. I guess he's the cup goalkeeper. He's making 15 grand. Good for him. Good for him. We sold Vulic because he wanted to go to Espanyol for 4.4, and we were like, yay. And then we sold Pete Bayan off of his injury to MTK, which is in the Hungarian division. Good on you, Pete. What'd they give him? He's an important player. Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? Like, he's kind of not at our level anymore. He's coming off a horrific injury. Mate, go get a good contract for yourself, earn some good income, and it works out for both parties. So I think honestly, we're kind of good here. Not saying we're kind of good. Like, I've still been looking for a left back or a right back so that we could move Alois to the left. But I mean, it's just barren, right? Like, finding good fullbacks is extraordinarily challenging. So we're going to keep plugging away on it. But, assuming we get these guys back reasonably soon, I don't feel like we need to bring it. Like, we've got midfielders. We've got, Stassen, I think, is going to be good at the strike position. Oh, let me show you this. Steinman, they're playing him as a midfielder. And he's also got striking capabilities. I don't hate it, actually. Like, I don't really know what to make of it, because when he first came through, he was like a really good-looking striker. Should I take over control of his training and put him back, like, working on being a striker? What are your thoughts on that? I'm a little like, that's interesting. I did the press conference and I was like, oh, here we go. Because I was planning on doing the opposition instructions. So let me kind of fill you in on what we're doing here against PSV. We're going with the 4-2-3-1. We're sticking with Rautier up top. We've taken Barak out. He's kind of been in a little bit of a slump, so we're going to give him a game off. Just let him rest. I asked the assistant, and he essentially did everything on this part of the screen. So the tackling hard of the left back and the left center mid, and then showing on the foot for everybody. But Tahith Chong has got 12 goals and 3 assists on 8 expected goals as an inverted winger. Okay, on the right. So pay attention to that. So he's over here against Augustinsson. So we have Augustinsson tightly marking. Okay. Javier Morgado, who wrecked us the last time we played, he had a hat trick. He's got 14 goals and 3 assists on a 7-4-5 with 9 expected goals. So we're going to tightly mark and close down both of those guys. And we're going to have somebody tightly mark Morgado. Additionally, Haps here has got 8 assists. 8. He's the leader of the pack for them with that. So we're actually going to close him down to not give him time to dilly-dally on the ball and pick out a pass. So I didn't make that change. So we'll go ahead and hit confirm here. And then once this gets rolling, I'll show you what we're doing here. So I have Augustinson marking the inverted winger here. I have Selena doing the same thing. Again, you want the 6'5" guy marking, you know, their top goal scorer that wrecked us last time. He's also got 17 tackling. I'm a little worried from a strength standpoint, but it's like if they can't loft the ball up to him because Selena's there, that helps us out. Now I didn't tell Panya to specifically mark. Do I really want Panya taking fewer risks? No, I don't. Why is that a thing? You know, this is what happens when you play a bunch of players and you accidentally make it about the position and not the role or the personalized instructions. But this is how we're gonna go. Stassen's got a bruised shin. It's like it recommended that we do not play him at all. I was like, really? Like, must be bad, I guess. Panya does his man and goes right around him, not taking less risks. He takes more risks. And my friends, in the first minute of the game, we've got a 1-0 lead, lads and lasses. There you go, Gordon Bell. Enjoy that, oh, dearie me. It's clearly because I said, you know, take more risk. Or don't take less risk. Take an adequate amount of risk. It was lovely. Smack it home. Now, can we keep it up for the next 90 minutes? Diaz, swing. Oh, I thought the keeper was just going to watch that go in. Not going to lie. I think he was trying to get it to Carranza. I don't think that was a shot attempt necessarily, but it kind of turned into one. Hans plays it to Carranza, plays it to Panya behind the man again. Panya, dry sword, he's intercepted by Haps. He's already on a yellow. We've closed him down and frustrated him. He's on a yellow. Ratier just lets them intercept the ball. Poorly done. Selena is there. Good job, son. Now, can we keep your... Oh, he's gone past you. He's gone past you, mate. Oh, you're behind him. You're supposed to be in front of him. Oh, not a penalty. Okay, I was watching Selena. I really wasn't watching the man with the ball. I thought they were going to... Selena was going to be like, I did it, and then they get it to him. But instead, we've launched a counter. Cassoni, is he going to look for help? No, he goes his own, and he pings it into the side net. Doesn't really surprise anybody. Oh, here's the man with the assist. Okay, he plays it to Dahl. Hans says, not today. Not today. I don't care what you've been working on the training ground. Hans, oh dear. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, it breaks down. Oh, he's offside by about a quarter mile. There's no... Oh, it's going to switch the perspective here. So we can't see if he was offside or not. That's great. That's good stuff. I'm going to see if it plays an offside highlight, because I definitely thought he was off. Apparently, it wasn't close. It looked like our guys had... Maybe it was like, as it was kicked, we stepped forward and he ran, right? Like, but it must not have been close enough to justify a highlight. So that's disappointing. There he goes. The man you're supposed to be tightly marking and closing down. Come on, lads. Let's go. I kind of can't believe that wasn't at least, you know, like, shown to us. Like, for all the highlights you get for offside where you're like, that's like, there's the man could lay down, he's that far offside, but you're still going to show it to me. I feel like that might have been one to show, but that's just, you know, obviously we conceded, so I think that, so that makes sense. We have two guys and we just let him run right past us. Like, are we? Oh, I thought that was going to dribble in. Selena eventually gets a foot to it, but that's, guys, tightly mark him. We have someone supposedly tightly marking him. Can we tightly mark him? Please? Can we not just let him run past us and, you know, like, oh, there he goes. There's the guy. Oh, that was the guy. I mean, do I have to have two people tightly marking him? Is he just that good? Is he just insanely good? We're just not capable of covering him. Is that a thing? Hans. He could have taken a minute, but he gets it to Carranza. That's fine. All right, we maintain possession here, and then Hans says, I don't know what Hans says. He thinks Cassoni is the Flash, apparently. What was that? He had all day, like he wasn't getting pressured. That's really disappointing. Not gonna lie. Hans is currently on a 6.7. Let's see what happens after this highlight. Use your hands, mate. Use your hands, mate. Dearie me, this is all over the place, this game. Alois, he's offside. He's not off. Maybe I just need to go back to the optometrist. Not ophthalmologist. Optometrist? I just had my eyes checked. But where's Panya? Here he comes. He's running. He's running. Okay, the right back, number 4, was keeping him on. At least with that, because it didn't switch from like being behind our goal or, you know, their goal to our goal. You know, you could kind of tell, okay, that, you know, that makes sense. That makes sense. Encourage? Oh, they hate that, of course. Maybe I should have said demand more, but we're ahead. So it's like, what am I supposed to use it? Praise? It's only 2-1. I don't want them, like, you know, relaxing. Rautier's only giving us a 6.5. We've silenced the crowd, apparently. Hands on hip. No? Point finger. Don't get complacent, boys. All right. You weren't that bad, but I believe you can do better. Goalkeeper's on a 7.1, he says, cursing him to making a horrible mistake. Oh, dear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They've gone 4-3-3, my friends. Okay. Okay, if Chong is really on the left, that means you don't mark him. That means you mark him. Maybe. Oh, I'm so tempted to drop to a 4-3-3, but I don't want to just change the system. I'm just clicking things right now. Now I'm really going to have to keep an eye on this. Okay, so okay, it was Chong, and then they had the other guy in the middle. And then I think that means Augustinson is going to have to cover the one that isn't. Okay, you've got Morgado. He's in the middle. I guess it's Dahl. That's on the. So essentially, Gil is kind of like the cover-all guy. Al Louise covers the left striker. Selena covers the middle striker, and Augustinson covers the right striker, so it kind of compacts us a little bit. Maybe I should drop, but I'm also hoping we can take advantage if they're going to play that aggressively, right? Like we can win the ball back and throw it straight to them, just like that. Okay, who's that? Dahl? So that's Augustinson doing his job. Marking the guy that goes wide. Alois had a lot of time. He's way inside, but he's helping cover that. I think that was a dirty tackle, clearly. Augustinson there. Okay. Okay, now we've left the wing back. Maybe I should tell Cassoni to cover the wing back. Don't. Oh, dear. I thought that's whoever was hanging out in our 6-yard box or 18-yard box there. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now we get the wing because they're pushed forward. Cassoni goes down. I think that's not a penalty. We're going to get another one of those. Take your time. Think about it. Go take a jog. Get a goal. I recommend if you're watching live, you have something to drink. Stay hydrated, my friends. It's like, should we play a 5-3-2 right now? Or a 5-2-3 wide? No penalty. As you do. As you do. I didn't think it was a penalty either. I mean, it's literally the guy that I have someone specifically marking him, and it's part of our tactic to specifically mark. Like, I know it's a set piece, so it might be different, but it's like, what do I have to? That's the guy. That's the guy who scores all their goals. And what are we doing with that pass? Oh my gosh, we're going to give this away. We're going to have gone up 1-0 and then 2-1, and we are going to end up losing this game. And then we got 2 guys on the ball that are panicking, and so they just punt it out. Fantastic. Louise intercepts. So do we have anybody in the middle? Nope. No, Carranza decides he doesn't feel like jogging today. Point taken. Carranza. He was just anticipating the next move. And then does a heavy touch, and it's taken away. They're staying with this 4-3-3. Oh, dear. Oh, that was a... Oh, my God. Oh, this is nervy. Oh, boy. And then he just punts it out. What are you doing? So annoying. Oh. Oh! Chong pushes! I'm going attacking. I know this is risky business. We'll have to see how they adapt, but we're going attacking, and we're probably going to take... They've gone 4-3-2. I'm going to take Ratier off. No. We're going to give him 10 minutes. He's on a 6.3, but I think it helps to have somebody here hanging out, surprising their stretched out defense. Okay. Feedback I've gotten. Okay. Stretch them out a little bit wider, move the ball around, make them run, something like that. Tightly marking, yes. Let's go, lads. Now let's not have one of our players get sent off. Okay. That wasn't really 10 minutes, but I think it's been enough, to be honest with you. Ooh. We'll bring on Brock. I know we said we were resting him, but like I don't think it's like he is gonna die if we, run him around. Now, what I need to go look at, I know this is all over the place. We really need to win. If you can't tell, I'm kind of like really frustrated by this. Morgado is on Gila's side. Dahl is on... No. And Dahl is in the middle. I'm going to have him cover. Selena slides over. Augustinson slides over. That might be a bad idea. I don't know. Come on, we got to win this game now, boys. We got to win this game now, boys. Okay. We're not winning the game right now, boys. Hans, not playing exceptionally well, is going to switch with Diaz. Whoop. And we're going to bring on Shaq. Because Shaq can do a holding mid, go chase him down, win the ball back. We'll put Diaz on attack. Cassoni is only playing okay and is on yellow. We'll bring on Kishna and we'll pump him up. Confirm a sub. Let's go, lads. Augustinson's now knackered. Are we not going to get a single highlight? I don't know what's going on with the sound. I apologize. It's things. Kishna, lay it off, mate. That was yummy. That was yummy. When you want a player to across the box, lay it off. We're not out of the woods yet. I'm really tempted to leave it on attacking. You know, I think I am going to leave it on attacking. That's risky, but like, I'm much more comfortable with a 4-2, right? Than hanging on for a 3-2 win. Ajax is smashing Emmen 4-0. I think they switch sides up top. Panya's there. Is he going to get tackled roughly here? Oh, he tries to find Kishna. We're there, though. We got the holding mid. Diaz. Aloise. Okay, I thought he was going to run into space, but he gets it to Panya, and it's 4-2. That's what I wanted to see. So I'm not really sorry that I took all that time to make those tactical adjustments, because I think for some reason it's worked out. I'm not saying it's because of the tactical adjustments, but it does help do that thing in your head where you're like, well, that worked, even though it might not have had anything to do with you. Get in. We needed that so bad. Like, we were getting questions in the press, like, you've been on a really terrible streak. Now, to be fair to the lads, the dynamics had stayed up. It's up to them to keep going now. I'm very happy with that win. That catapults us, because we dropped down to like 6th or 7th. Now, obviously, teams ahead of us have got games in hand, right? Feyenoord's got 2 games in hand. They could be top of the table here but we're at least back in the mix for a Europa League spot, which is also kind of a requirement by the board. So that is massive, my friends. That is like a huge win. But since we took all the time in the episode, I'm just going to go straight to what are we doing next. I think the next time you see us is going to be Ajax and maybe Feyenoord, which is here and here towards the end of the season. Not to just skip over a bunch of games. Like if it starts going really well or really poorly, we might come back a little bit earlier, but I'm also cognizant of, hey, I don't want to have 16 episodes per season, right? So if you've enjoyed that loss and then a win, hit that like button, my friends. Again, we're trying to get it back up to like 75, 100 per episode. So if you did like it, make sure you hit the like button. If you're somehow not subscribed, you can try that as well. But, oh man, I'm so happy we won that. I will see you next time. Have a good one.